Yesterday some friends of ours called us and said that they had a deal on some bacon, so we went over there and we were able to purchase 2 cases of bacon at a very good price. So that's 12 pounds per case, so that gave us 24 pounds of bacon, which worked out good, putting 1.5 pounds per quart. We only have an 8 cubic foot solar deep freezer. We just have the one, so freezer space is a premium for us, and to store 24 pounds of bacon like that this time of year with the garden coming in, all the berries and everything that we already have, we thought we'd just go ahead and try pressure canning some. We haven't ever done this before, so this was our first time canning bacon. It just came out beautiful. I'm just impressed with how it looks. You can see it's still liquid, the fat in the bottom. We did this last night. We were up till 1 o'clock in the morning pressure canning this, but I think it's going to serve us well. When you pressure can bacon, you're supposed to pressure can it for 90 minutes. I left this in for 100 minutes, and you'll see that later on in the video. I'll put it on there. Plus the wind was blowing, it got down real cool. It was down to 57 last night, which is cool for us in August. So I ended up pressure canning this in the barn. We pressure can with an All-American 941, which is a 41.5 quart pressure canner. So it's a big one. I use a turkey fryer base, the propane base, and then I set the pressure canner on it. And I'll show you that here in just a minute, but it just worked out great, other than it was a late night for us. Now Christy did all the prep work for this. She cleaned all the jars, she got all the lids and rings sterilized, she packed all the bacon in this. The only thing I did was pressure can it. And I run the pressure canner outside generally just because we have such a big pressure canner. But she did the hard work getting the bacon in the jar, and you're going to see that in the video later on in the video. But she just did a great job at it. She doesn't like to be on camera, but I was able to zoom in and record her packing it in a couple jars just so you can see how it's done. It's not an easy task to get 1.5 pounds of bacon inside this in the parchment paper. It's really tough to do, and she did a great job at it. So this is how we did it. our bacon. If you have any questions or comments, or if you know a better way of doing this, please leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching. This is for information purposes only. Do this at your own risk. We are not professionals. Follow your canner instructions, the instruction book that came with your canner. As with canning any kind of vegetable, any kind of meat, any kind of food, you need to do and follow safe practices. So if you see something that we have done wrong, please let us know. But this is for information purposes only. Plus there is issues, safety issues using a pressure canner. So make sure that you follow the pressure canner booklets and manuals that come with your pressure canner, because there is safety issues. As long as you do it correctly and as long as you follow the safety issues, pressure canning is perfectly safe. Especially if you use an all-American pressure canner, because they have several fail-safes built in. And that's one of the reasons I love the all-American pressure canner. I'm going to do a complete video and do a review of our pressure canner probably tomorrow, because I just love our pressure canner, and I think the all-American canners are one of the best out there. But anyhow, no matter what kind of pressure canner you use, follow safety instructions. Same with food safety. There's always a chance of botulism, which is very, very slim. In the United States, we have very few cases every year. But this is for informational purposes only. So, can at your own risk.